Now, in this video, I'm actually going to be explaining file management within the Intelligent Golf site content area. What I mean by file management is both with uploading new files and images, but also maintaining a structure with the existing images and files that you have. As you start using the site content area, you'll probably notice that the amount of files and images you have will keep on growing. And once you get to a certain point, it could possibly get a little bit more difficult to find existing files and images that you may wish to put into an email or a web page. Now, there's a couple of bits and pieces of information that I'm going to give you in this video that may just help that process. So the first two bits are these two tabs here. We've got uploaded files and we've got uploaded images. We simply just separate the files from the images to make it easier. So you've got your PDF documents in here and your pictures in here. If I click on either of those, it will simply just give me a list of what I already have on the website. I do have two options from this tab. I can either replace an existing file or image with a new version by clicking the blue button, or I can click the red button if I want to remove it from the system entirely. I will go back and talk more about deleting files in a moment because there are a couple of risks while doing that. First, I'm just going to go into the Pages tab. I'm going to click on any page. I'm just going to use my demo page here and click Edit. Now, if I go into the editor, I can click either the link option here and then Browse Server, and that will allow me to view the files, or I can click on this icon here and get again Browse Server, and that will show me all the pictures. Now you'll see on both of those, as well as having the files and the pictures, there's a number of folders. Directories are a great way of organizing things. So it can tell you exactly what the image or what the file is used for. You could even list it by year if you know that after that year, those files or images are no longer going to be relevant or needed on the system. You can simply right click on a blank area and choose new folder to create a brand new one. So I'm just going to call this one Demo. Now, if I want to upload a brand new image, in this case, or file, into that particular folder, I would click on the folder and choose Upload. You will notice that it goes instantly to that particular directory. Again, if I click on Emails, it changes and it would put it into the email area. If I just want it in the general area, I can just click on Tillsport, or it will say the name of your golf club or union, and it will just go into the main area. So that makes it easier when you are uploading new files and images to keep them where you want them to be. As for existing documents that you already have, if you want to move those around, you can right click on any of these. So I could right click, let's say, on this logo here. I can choose Cut. I could then go into my demo folder, right click and choose Paste, and it will move that picture into this particular directory. Now, there's two things to be aware of, and this sort of links back into deleting files and images as well. If you have a link to, let's say, a PDF document, or you're displaying an image on the web page and you choose to move it or delete it, that will either change or remove the link. So if there's any links to a PDF document and you delete it, that link will no longer work. If you move a picture to a different folder, it will also mean that that picture won't be displayed and it won't work on that particular web page. So if you are doing that, I would highly recommend either reinserting the image or link onto the page, or making sure that the file or image is no longer needed before deleting it. If I were to right click and delete this, once it has been deleted, you would have to re-upload it in order to get it back onto our system. There is no option to reverse something that you have deleted in this area. So do be careful of deleting existing files and folders, but as a rule of thumb, if you know that it's not being used and it's an old document or an old image, then by all means do delete it, do a bit of housekeeping, because the more images and the more files that you upload, the more difficult it can become to manage them. So going forward, always try to keep things in a nice, tidy order. That way you know exactly where everything is, you know if it's in use, and you know if it's able to be moved or deleted. For any image or file that you're unsure if it's in use, then it's absolutely fine. Just leave it where it is. There's also no limit in the amount of files and images that you can upload, so you can upload as many as you wish. The only limit when uploading is that each file must be no more than 25 megabytes. Ideally, you want it much lower than this anyway, because anyone with a slow internet connection may have difficulty loading that image or the file. For any other questions on managing the files and images, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Give us a call or raise a ticket and we'll be happy to help.